Court is calling 2022 CR 11622, State of Texas versus Jennifer Amber Hernandez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Paris Edelman.
Defense?
Warren Wolf for Ms. Hernandez.
And are you Jennifer Hernandez? Yes. Right. Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and State's Motion to Supplement Pending Motion to Revoke Probation with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jennifer Amber Hernandez who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 11622 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on April 10th, 2023 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Jennifer Amber Hernandez did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July, August, September, October, November, December 2023, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? I'm sorry.
State waives the remaining violation allegations.
Any objections?
None.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $1,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Amend conditions for updated TAP recommendations, which are to restart Alpha Home Program.
All right, why would I go along with that? She's been missing. And didn't I previously order Alpha Home?
There were some issues, Judge. She is in a different place at this moment as far
What were
as
the issues with Alpha Home? You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jennifer Amber Hernandez.
All right, I ordered her to be released to Alpha Home only. So, first question, were you released to Alpha Home?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so why were you
I
not unsuccessful?
started using again after I was there. It was really a good program. I got in touch with the people I shouldn't have got in touch with, and I relapsed.
All right, I don't see why I should follow this agreement because she was in a good program. This is not a situation where there's some miscommunications on my orders. She was ordered into Alpha Home. I did not allow her to be released to go on her own to Alpha Home. What I did was I ordered her to be transferred from custody to Alpha Home. She was. And then what the state has just read to me, she has been missing since July of 2023. So I don't understand why I should continue her.
Well, Judge, I've had an opportunity to talk with her about her situation now. She's a little older and a little wiser, and she understands her situation. From the beginning, when I first talked to her, she was reaching out for help. She's serious about it. Sometimes it doesn't ring true, and I appreciate, Judge, your willingness to help her at that time. Drugs are hard. You know the story, that it's sometimes difficult to face, and it takes, you got to hit rock bottom. It's got to hit you. Sitting in jail, she's come to that understanding, that place where I think she's in a position where she understands that she needs help. That was the first thing she ever said to me when I spoke with her.
Yes.
When I was out there in the streets, I learned a lot, and it was way harder on me. I had lost myself. I thought I was losing my mental state. Using, it was to the point where I started feeling like I was crazy, and I was in the streets. My mom came, I never had.
Sorry, you were where?
In the streets. I was living from house to house or whatever, and I kind of learned this past time, I'm gonna I'm not willing to do that again. I don't want to do that. I hit rock bottom. When I came in here, I was like, you could see my bones from my face. I don't want to go through that again. I kind of, it wasn't me. when I came back in here. But I really want help. They always end up sending me to lockdown facilities, but I really love the Alpha Home. The Alpha Home was
Oh, let me just tell you, you're not going back to the Alpha Home.
okay.
That's out of the question.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to a lockdown facility because obviously being at the Alpha Home, if I were to continue, you will be going to a lockdown facility. These are your choices. And do you deserve these choices I'm about to give you? Probably not, because you've been missing since 2023. But I'm taking in consideration the nature of the case that you're on probation for and the fact that you have someone who needs their restitution paid. So this is what's going to happen. You are either going inpatient treatment at a lockdown facility.
Quick legal breakdown. Here, missing multiple months of probation reporting isn't a small slip-up. It's one of the fastest ways to get revoked. By pleading true, she's basically admitting the violation and handing the judge full sentencing power. Would you risk that?
Or felony drug court, or I can sentence you today and I'll sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility. Those are your choices. Those are the only choices you have. Do not ask me about outpatient treatment. Do not ask me if you can do it on your own. Those are the only choices you have. Probation, this is what's going to happen. She's pled true to violation of condition number 4. I see that her probation length is for 5 years.
That's less than a year left on probation, Judge.
It's been probation in 23.
Yeah.
5 years would be 28.
Yes.
Judge, if she expires April 2025, the underlying sentence was 5 years.
Yeah, she should be from 2023. That's when she was placed on probation for 5 years.
She was placed on probation for 2 terms.
No.
2 years,
I placed her on probation for 5 years.
and that would be 20 years.
Okay.
It was state jail, suspended and probated for 5 years,
Yes.
starting on April 10th, 2023. So our system seems to be incorrect.
Okay. All right.
So she would not expire until 2028.
All right. And I see that your recommendation, at least probation's recommendation, the office is recommending that she be continued. This is what the court will do. Yes. Yeah. I don't know who's making these recommendations. She's been gone since 2023.
Yes, Judge.
All right. So I'm finding number 4 true. I'm going to deny the motion. I don't know if you're going to be successful on this or not. I'm going to alternate amend conditions. Do you need an updated TAP or can I send her to safety?
Evaluation. There are a couple of offenses that are going to prohibit her into any lockdown facility unless those are taken into consideration.
All right. If you all can step back and see what offenses probation is speaking of. Because if she has open cases, there's an issue.
Familiar with those?
What is the open case?
Assault, peace officer, harassment, public servant, Your Honor.
All right. And so when y'all are making these offers, why do you all think that I do not need to know this? Because nobody told me that she has open pending cases. What is happening with these? I've just been given this. What is happening with these open pending cases?
They're subject to review and they haven't been presented to the grand jury. We talked about this the last time we were here. We were not going to, I know you didn't want to get involved in plea negotiations.
Because there was supposed to be a contested hearing today.
That was on the MTR because of the circumstances, but we've come to an agreement. Different prosecutor, we were able to have a meeting of the minds.
And Judge, the supervising officer is present today.
Did y'all even confer with the supervising officer before y'all reach y'all agreement? Did anybody talk to the person who was subpoenaed to be here?
I didn't speak.
Why would you all approach me? And I keep saying, talk to probation. And this is a contested hearing and probation has brought this officer here who's needed back, looking at other people. You all need to go confer with her. Go confer with her.
Go have a seat, ma'am.
Darrell Payne.
Mr. Payne?
And I'm sorry, did you have a chance to confer with probation? Okay. Who's the prosecutor? Is it Edelman? Yeah. All right.
This is the fork in the road moment. The judge could send her straight to state jail, but instead we hear about treatment options. This is where probation cases live or die. Accountability versus second chances.
Just one second, Mr. Payne, if you have a seat, the prosecutor went outside.
Yeah.
He'll be right back. Or if you want to confer with Jason, you can.
I've got a boost dose we're gonna need to approach, but Megan is the prosecutor. We're still looking for some news.
We could approach it.
All right, he has a motion to revoke with Mr. Payne.
Oh, he has a motion to revoke?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And are you Mr. Payne?
Morning, man.
Good morning. All right, Mr. Payne, did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
understand it?
Yes, ma'am. I understood.
Are you the same Daryl Avery Payne who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 3511 for the offense of harassment of a public servant on July 29, 2024
Yes,
for a
ma'am.
period of 5 years?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Daryl Avery Payne, did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer for the month of September 2024, a violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. True.
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objections, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison
Yes, ma'am.
and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, and is to deny the motion, alter and amend his conditions to include state ISF cognitive track. And the state is rejecting that other case, and will be rejecting that today, Your Honor.
He's got a brand new,
Assault case.
pre-file case. It's assault on a peace officer. It's case number 2024 PF 16955.
All right. And is that the case that's being rejected?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it will be, Judge. Just that Mr. Edelman is stepped out, and he will be filling that out.
All right.
Judge, that is agreement. Mr. Payne has severe mental health issues.
Yes.
He's been to the hospital, state hospital, Laurel Ridge.
No, I understand
We're
that.
trying to make sure he's got some mental health treatment.
So here's my question. I don't understand how placing him in ISF for cognitive is going to help with the mental health issues.
Well, isn't that what that's for, mental health? And
Not necessarily. I'm aware of his mental health issues. His brother came into court before, stated that he would be living with his brother. So the issue we have with your client is there's major mental health issues, but also he doesn't have a
This is the judge losing patience. Notice the tone shift once a court order is ignored, especially a direct placement order. Judges take it personally. This isn't confusion. This is defiance in the court's eyes.
residence. Probation, you want to weigh in?
Judge,
Just one moment. Just give me a second.
Judge, there are major mental health issues. From my understanding, he is still welcome to live with his brother.
Mhm.
He does not meet the criteria for other programs that we have. And state ISF cognitive, we felt would be the best option to ensure that he's getting the medication that he needs and to address maybe some cognitive issues. I don't know necessarily that he will be qualified for it just yet, but that's our best case, only because I would really like him to go through the evaluation portion of it. I've worked with his brother when he's come in to get him back on track with the Center for Health Services, me personally. And it does seem that when Mr. Payne doesn't want to go, he just doesn't go, and then he disappears for a couple of days. So we really do want to make sure that he gets the help that he needs. He hasn't been on probation very long for our MIG caseload to further, work with him.
All
Judge,
right.
it's my understanding that he was living with his brother part of the time. Part of the things he got off his meds, and I guess he left the house because of that. If he gets back on meds and gets back straight, it's my understanding he can go back and live with his brother. And that's from what I understand, that from what I've been able to ascertain. I don't know. I'm not telling you, the brother hasn't told me that because I don't know, but reading what the probation has and talking to my client, I think that's the case.
All right, Mr. Payne,
Yeah.
it appears there was something that you wanted to say.
But I was, when I was in court the last time, I wasn't able to hardly walk. And when I went home, my brother told me he wanted me to do chores. And I was weak. And that's one reason why I left. It was my fault because I should be able to do chores right. I wasn't able to walk. I'm still weak. I'm gaining my strength day by day.
All right. So, does everyone think his brother is the best placement for him, or we just say that's the only placement for him? Is he receiving are you receiving SSI?
Yeah.
All right.
Reality check. The judge shuts the door on Alpha Home, completely lockdown treatment, or jail. No wiggle room, no negotiations. Comment below. Do you think tough love like this actually helps, or does it push people further?
So,
I don't know, Judge, and I don't even know if he's going to qualify. Well, I think what we're going to do is, I talked about just resetting this and have him evaluated. Probation said, well, that would kick him at the end. Let's just start the process and come back in maybe 30 days to see if he doesn't qualify, then we'll have to go to something else. But whether that's the best place, I don't really know for sure.
all right, this is what the court is going to do. Court will follow your agreement. The court is going to deny the motion. Court will note that 2024 PF 1699 is being rejected. Court is going to alter and amend conditions to include state ISF cognitive. There's going to be partial GPS waive fees that can be through the jail, and that'll be until further notice. Re-refer to Center for Healthcare Services. If he does not qualify for ISF, then we'll bring this back. And counsel, if you could check with managed assigned counsel, or either if you go to the community court, they may have a different placement for him for housing that will address the mental health issues as well as everything else. Because if he's receiving SSI, and if he can't walk, each time he comes to court, it appears that he's struggling health-wise, then maybe he can't do chores. I don't know. But I don't know if being at his brother's home is the best placement for him or not.
Okay.
I was taking my meds. I was taking my meds. I made the mistake of leaving. My brother didn't tell me to leave.
Okay.
I left on my own because I was weak at the time, and I'm gaining my strength. My brother did everything for me. He fed me. He washed my clothes. He washed the dishes. He took me to the Center for Healthcare Service
Okay.
on East Houston and South Palmetto.
All right. Just 1 second. Yes.
Judge, I would also ask that we put on there after release from state ISF, the MIC and Genesis program.
All right. So we include the MIC and Genesis program. And here's the thing, sir. If there's some issue with your brother and you feel you need to leave.
Yes, I ain't leaving no more.
No. Here's the thing. That's happened last time. That's why we're here now, is because you stop taking your medications. You leave. You can't do that. When you stop taking your medications, you know what ends up happening?
Yeah.
You pick up a new case.
Yes,
and you
ma'am.
end up back in custody.
Yes, ma'am.
And let me explain something to you. You may end up in custody and end up before a different judge with a different prosecutor, a different attorney, and you could find yourself in prison.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
All right.
Miss Stephanie.
All right.
Can I have another chance?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you.
Just make sure you take the notes.
Yes, sir. I promise, man. I'm gonna obey everything. I
When you
promise.
get out of this program, they're going to put you in another MIG program. They're going to follow. They're going to keep helping you with mental health. You just need to keep doing what you got to
In
do.
2004, I made 7 years probation.
Okay.
I can do it. I
Okay.
can do it.
All right. Here's the thing. If there's an issue with your brother, you can come to court and we'll address that. But you can't just
Yes, ma'am.
leave.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much,
Good luck,
Stephanie.
sir.
You're welcome.
Honorable Judge Stephanie.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm also ready on Bustos. We got approaching.
All right. Can I see the file on Bustos, please?
Put that up there, Judge.
Oh, and here's this.
Here's the legal twist. Even though the violation is found true, the judge denies the motion to revoke. That's rare, and it shows the court is still trying to balance punishment with rehabilitation barely. Now we're in a whole different case. Mental health, housing instability, new charges. This is why courts struggle with one-size-fits-all probation treatment programs. Sound good on paper, but do they actually address the root problem?